Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another video for our week of crochet. We will be talking all about the most commonly made mistakes when installing crochet braids. But before we jump into today's video, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, turn your post notifications on, give the video a thumbs up, you know the drill. And if you don't know the drill, then you must be new to the channel, so welcome sis. And also I want to go ahead and mention the hair I am wearing today. This is Toyo Tress J Wand Curl. I absolutely love this hair. This is my most recent crochet braid installation video, so I will link this one in the cards for you guys and in the description box down below, so y'all can be sure to check it out. So let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. Okay guys, so like I said, today's video is going to be all about the most commonly made mistakes when installing a crochet braid style. I have been wearing crochet braids for about 5 years at this point, and so I've learned a lot over that time, and so I wanted to go ahead and just share with you guys. So the first thing that I want to talk about today is going to be your braid pattern. So your braid pattern can really determine how long you're able to wear a crochet braid style. Just like if you were to install a wig or something like that, you know, like if you really take your time and do a braid down, like especially if you have thick hair, like you really take your time and you really do nice small cornrows so the wig lays nice and flat, like you'll be able to wear that wig for a good amount of time, versus if you just rush through and throw in just 4 little cornrows so you could just slap on the wig right quick, you might only be able to wear it for like a day or 2. You know this, and it's the same thing with crochet braids. So I always do the same braid pattern every single time, you guys. Sometimes I'm going to explain what I do differently, maybe that I might do depending on the type of crochet that I'm installing, but for the most part I do 14 cornrows going straight back. Okay, so literally I part my hair down the middle, I do 7 on this side, I do 7 on this side, and that makes the 14. Now the only difference that I may do is I may crisscross the braids. So maybe in the middle, I may crisscross them. So if I choose to do an invisible part, I don't have that gapping space here. So that crisscross can either be done on this side or this side if you want to do a side part. It can be done anywhere, you know, in the braid pattern. So that may be one alternative thing that I may do. Another change that I may make is having like an anchor braid in the back. So basically braiding here and then braiding all the way around at the nape of my neck, so that if I want to wear my hair up, I can do an invisible part along the nape of my neck, so when I put it up in like a bun or a ponytail, you won't see those knots and have that open gapping in the back. But regardless of those 2 things, I'm still gonna have 14 braids. So I'm telling you guys, no less than, I say 10. If your hair is relaxed and it's thinner, or maybe it's not relaxed but you just have thinner hair, you may be able to get away with 10, but that will be like the least amount. I would say most people would fluctuate somewhere between 12 and 14 braids depending on how much hair you have. You don't want to make your braids too small, because if you make them too small, then for one, you're gonna have to use way too much hair to try to cover the cornrows, and secondly, the weight of the crochet is gonna be too heavy for the braid. So if I was to like do 20 cornrows because I have thick hair and loop this thick, coarse, kinky crochet hair onto the braid, it's really gonna pull at my natural hair and it's gonna be too heavy. So you definitely do not want to do that. A recommendation that I want to make, if you have thinner hair but you want to wear crochet braids, when you braid your hair or when you cornrow it, add in braiding hair. I know that it might be difficult if you don't know how to add in braiding hair, but just try to watch a few videos on YouTube, you guys. There is so much knowledge out here of people who can really teach you how to braid and how to feed in braiding hair. It's really easy. Like, it seems like it will be a lot more difficult than it really is, but it's really not difficult at all, and I highly recommend that, especially if your hair is relaxed and you want to wear crochet braids, because it's already thin, so you don't want to put so much tension on it. And so if you're able to add in that braiding hair, it'll make the cornrow a lot more sturdy and you won't have to worry about the crochet hair pulling at your braids. So you definitely want to avoid that. This is supposed to be a protective style. We are trying trying to grow our hair more, not damage it. Number 2 is going to be using the wrong products on your crochet braids. So I will just give you an example right now of the hair that I have in, and pretty much all the crochet braids that I wear, I use the same product. So I use either the Cantu Shine and Hold Mist, which is just a spray, or previously I used to use a water and conditioner mix. Currently, I use the Downy fabric conditioner mixed with water. So I have a video on the Downy like hack. I will link that in the cards for you guys and in the description box down below. Y'all definitely be sure to check that out. That is a key to maintaining your crochet braids. One thing that I do not use that I see a lot of people using, especially hairstylists all over the gram chow, first thing they do when they're done the crochet is get a whole pile of mousse and just put it all on top of the hair. Like, it's gonna be a no for me. I mean, if you want to do that, if you're doing like, you know, straight back cornrows or something like that, and you want to like put the mousse, tie it down, and then, you know, blow dry it to like harden it up or something, that's one thing. But mousse on crochet braids, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. I used to do it in the past, in the very beginning when I first started wearing crochet braids, and I was really just trying to learn about it, and I would see everybody using mousse. I used to do the same thing, but to me, like, for one, it really doesn't help the hair to clump back together. It really doesn't do much for frizz or anything like that, and it makes the hair sticky. Like, it's just a no. I'm telling you guys, check out the video on the Downy water mixture, or you can use the Cantu Shine and Hold Mist, or you can easily take some of your conditioner, that whatever kind of conditioner you use, mix it with a little bit of water and put it in a spray bottle, and that will be better than putting a whole pile of mousse on top of the crochet braids. I'm telling you guys, don't do it, okay? The third mistake I want to talk about is not having a nighttime routine. So with crochet braids, although it is a low maintenance style, I mean, you couldn't get any more low maintenance than crochet braids, okay? You really could not, but you still have to do something. If you put in a crochet braid style and you just go to sleep, no bonnet, no silk scarf, no satin pillowcase, no nothing, you just be wilding out on your cotton sheets, your hair is going to get matted up, it's gonna get tangled, it's gonna just get old, it's gonna look dry and brittle. Like, you just don't want that, okay? So I have more than one video on how to maintain crochet braids. I will link them in the description box down below for you guys. Any video that I feel is necessary to go with this video is going to be linked down below for you guys, as well as my crochet braid playlist. So definitely go down there and check it out. I'll link as many as I can in the cards for y'all. But maintenance is so important. So for this crochet braid style that I have in now, it is extremely low maintenance. I pineapple my hair at night. That's it. I literally put my hair on top of my head in a scrunchie, tie my satin scarf around it, and go to sleep. In the morning when I wake up, I will use my Downy water mixture. You know, if I'm like trying to get ready for the day or something, like for today I used it, and I just spray a little bit on it and just kind of like twirl the pieces, and that's it. Lay my edges and I'm done. With the silkier crochet braid styles, you are going to want to twist that hair up at night. So definitely section off, maybe like 3 to 4 twists on each side. Use some type of spray, one of the 3 that I already talked about, and twist it up, and then put your bonnet on, your scarf on, and you'll be good. Okay, you definitely don't want to just not do anything, because the crochet braids are not going to last you any amount of time at all. So a maintenance routine, nighttime routine is super important. Number 4 is going to be about picking the right crochet based on what you are looking for. So for these different crochet braid styles, some of them are more kinky, natural type of texture, which would be something like this, and some of them may be longer and silkier. Some of them may be kind of like a in-between, soft, natural kind of feel. If you're looking for something that's good for like water, I would not get this. I'm not saying that you can't. I will say this, I have never actually swam in any of my crochet braids ever. However, I do know how the crochet braids work with water just based on how long I've been wearing them. I can tell. So for this one, I personally wouldn't recommend this like to dunk my whole head under the water. I just don't feel like this style would hold up that well. I would really recommend something that is on the silkier side, something that you can use one of those 3 mixtures with, and then be able to to twist the hair or braid the hair up at night to help preserve it. Just kind of think about what you're gonna be going for with a specific style. If you want something that's gonna last a long time, like maybe you're like, I need to have something where I don't have to do my hair for the next 2 months. This, okay? Something like this, a natural coarser type texture is what's gonna last the longest, and it's gonna stay looking nice the longest, because to me, the older and older that this gets, like, it still looks good. Like, I feel like I could wear this hair for like a month, 2 months, and it would still look good, you know, because of the texture of it. So just try to think about that when you're trying to select your crochet braid style. Number 5 is going to be all about splitting the hair and spacing the hair. So when you are installing crochet braids, I personally split all of my hair always. Okay, so for this specific style, I did not split the hair in the back just because of the type of curl pattern and texture it is. I knew that if I just kept splitting it, for one, it was gonna be too big, and for two, the curl pattern just wasn't gonna be the same how I wanted it to be. But I did, however, split the hair all in the front. So this front part, I took the hair and I split it in half. Now, this is my first time installing a crochet and not splitting the hair for my whole head. So if you go and watch any of my other crochet braid videos, I split every piece of hair into at least 2, 3, maybe even 4, depending on the thickness. So I highly recommend splitting the crochet braid hair, unless it's something like this and I'm just like, no, that's not gonna work. But definitely if it's something silky, if it's something that's kind of like a soft natural texture, you definitely want to split that. You do not want to take the whole piece and install it on your head as one. Like, you're gonna use way too much hair. It's gonna probably be too big. It's just like, it's gonna be too much. Like, people who talk about they use 7, 8, 9 packs of hair to install a crochet, like, girl, no, okay, no. And you also want to be sure that you space the hair properly. I know it may seem like, okay, let me say this. So the way I split the hair is 2 to 3 finger widths. So literally this would be 2, this would be 3. Okay, so after I install one piece, I literally take my 2 fingers and then I put the beader in and install the next piece. Next 2 fingers, same thing, next 2 fingers. So I make sure that it's spaced out appropriately, and sometimes I do 3 finger widths. So for this specific hair, I told you guys I did not split the hair in the back. Because I did not split the hair in the back, I spaced it 3 finger widths apart. I know when you're installing a crochet, especially if you're a beginner, you're probably like, oh my gosh, no, like I have to cover the whole cornrow, like you're gonna be able to see it. Girl, you can't see nothing. You can't see anything, okay? Nothing, because it's curly hair. So you don't need to be worried about, oh my gosh, like 3 finger widths apart, 2 finger widths apart, like the cornrow is exposed. I don't want you to be able to see it when I move my head. Like, you're not gonna be able to see it. Can you see any of my cornrows? You can't. And you can't see them from the back either, okay? I'm telling you guys, definitely be sure that you space the hair out. Otherwise, it's gonna be too heavy. You're gonna need too much hair. You might end up running out of packs if you install it super close together. So I find that these are the most popular crochet braid mistakes. If you guys have questions about anything related to crochet that I did not mention in this video that maybe you have trouble with, definitely comment down below and I will get back to you guys. I am going to be doing a Q&A this week as well about all things related to crochet, so you guys definitely be sure to comment down below. I'm going to be answering all of your questions, okay? So anything at all related to crochet braids, comment it down below. I'm gonna put it in the video and I'm gonna make sure your question gets answered. If it does not get into the video, I will definitely comment back to you here and give you an answer. So yes, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and definitely be sure to come back tomorrow to check out the Q&A, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.